Welcome to this standalone explainer on GRPO. Recall that PPO carries a whole second network, the value critic. GRPO simply deletes it, and that small idea is what powers DeepSeek R1. The trick is elegant. Let a group of answers be their own baseline. By the end of this video, you will be able to compute a GRPO update by hand, and you will understand why removing the critic is what finally made open reasoning models affordable to train. Here is the plan. Why the value critic is PPO's expensive part, how a simple group average replaces it for free, a worked example with a group of 8 answers, and why this one change made open reasoning models possible at all. The intuition is to grade on a curve. Remember from the policy gradient video that we always need a baseline, a bar to measure answers against. PPO trains a whole extra network just to guess that bar. GRPO asks a simpler question: why guess when you can sample several answers and just compare them to each other? An answer is good if it beats its own group's average. The group grades itself. GRPO comes from the 2024 DeepSeekMath paper by Shao and colleagues. The name stands for Group Relative Policy Optimization. By dropping PPO's value critic, it roughly halves the memory that reinforcement learning needs. That is not a minor engineering detail. It is what let a much wider set of teams afford to train reasoning models, and it became the engine inside DeepSeek R1. Here is the derivation in full. For a single prompt, sample a group of answers and score every one of them. The baseline is just the group's own mean, no critic anywhere. Each answer's advantage is how far it lands above or below that mean, divided by the group's standard deviation to normalize the scale. Then you apply the same PPO-style clipped update and the same KL leash you already know. So, GRPO is not a new engine. It is the policy gradient from video 4 with the cheapest possible baseline bolted on. Everything you already learned still applies. Let us compute one by hand. Sample 8 answers to a math prompt, 4 are correct and 4 are wrong. The mean reward is a half and the standard deviation is a half. Subtract the mean and divide by the deviation, and every correct answer gets an advantage of +1, every wrong one -1. That is the whole update. The correct answers are made more likely, the wrong ones less likely, and the group defined the bar entirely on its own. No value network ever ran, which is exactly the memory we saved. Now the edge case that reveals how GRPO really works. What if all 8 answers happen to be correct? Then the mean is 1 and the spread is 0, so every advantage is 0 divided by 0, which we treat as no signal at all. This is profound in practice. If every answer wins or every answer loses, the group teaches the model nothing. GRPO only learns from a mix of right and wrong. So the difficulty of your problems is not a detail, it is central. You want problems right at the edge of the model's ability, where the group naturally splits. Here's that group of 8, drawn out. Each answer is a stem sitting above or below the dashed line of the group mean. The green stems above the line are reinforced, the red stems below it are suppressed. The line itself is not learned or guessed, it is simply where the group's average happened to fall. So what do you have to watch out for? Uniform groups waste a whole step by giving 0 gradient. Tiny groups give a noisy baseline, while large groups cost more compute per update. The answer is a good curriculum that keeps problems at the learning edge, a sensible group size, and, just like PPO, a KL leash to stop the policy drifting into gibberish. And here is the trade, measured out. Look at the memory bars on the left. GRPO uses roughly half of what PPO needs, purely by dropping the critic. And look at the reasoning bars on the right. They are essentially tied, so you get PPO's quality at half the memory. When you are training a large reasoning model, that is the difference between possible and impossible. Let us name exactly why GRPO is such a clean idea. A baseline only needs to be a fair estimate of the average reward. PPO trains an entire second network just to produce that estimate, state by state. But a group of sampled answers already contains an unbiased estimate of their own average, completely for free. So GRPO gets the baseline it needs with no extra network at all. That is the whole saving, and it is precisely what made open reasoning models affordable to train. So, to sum up, GRPO replaces PPO's value critic with the mean reward of a sampled group. Same stability, half the cost. We now have a cheap, stable engine. In the next standalone video, we combine it with a reward you can simply check and watch reasoning emerge from pure reinforcement learning in DeepSeek R1. Thanks for watching.